your information station. Glad to be with you here this morning as we get things kicked off here today for our WTIM morning show. And joining us this morning on this gray, dreary Monday morning is Derek Page. Derek, glad to have you on the show, sir. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Thank you very much.
Glad to have you with us here. And let me turn you up. There we go. Now I think I've got you on. And we're all set and ready to go. Derek is joining us. He is with the Assumption Community Pride Association. And Derek, always good to have you on the show. Talk to you a little bit about some of the great stuff going on. Doesn't matter what community it is, whether it's the hustling, bustling city of Chicago or all the way down to Assumption. There's always something that's being done as far as things to help with the community and to help make the community a better place to look at. And tell us a little bit about you and about Assumption and some of the stuff that's going on.
Yeah, well, we've got a lot of great things. Assumption Community Pride is a community-based 501c3, and we started out in about 2001, basically to help with the housing issue once we got tore down a community center. Fast forward, kind of hit, that kind of did its thing, but the need was still there for community development. And I got involved in Assumption Community Pride in 2014, just as a due-paying member. I then became president in 2015 and stayed on through 2021 as president, and got off when I became mayor. And then I'm no longer going to be mayor after May the 7th. And so they asked the board had asked if I'd like to come back. And so I said yes. And so now I am back in January, became president of Assumption Community Pride. So we got a lot of great things going on with the community.
And what is it about Assumption Pride and about Assumption Community Pride that you feel so strongly about? What is it that brings you in to help out with?
We focus on the community, and what we do is that we focus on the betterment of Assumption, and we're managing the farmers market that we have. We manage different things such as retail development, housing, industrial development, beautification. We're also focused on the Friends of the Library. We're a part of that. We also created and maintained the walking trail that is through downtown Assumption. We also fundraise for St. Jude's, and we host the runners from Memphis to Peoria in the first part of August. And we're also kind of working to take under our umbrella the Assumption Women's Club. It's a civic organization, so they're kind of looking at coming under our umbrella. So we focus on community-driven items to better the lives and better our community.
I've always been fascinated with your guys' relationship with Moequa and all the stuff that you guys have going on with them as far as relationships with school and relationships with there as well. So really,
exactly.
Really cool.
And we're expanding that relationship. This year will be our first year. We will be hosting kind of a joint effort with Moequa on doing a farmers market with them. It's going to be called the Assumption and Moequa Farmers Market. There's something that we kind of did want to try out. We share so many things together, whether it is the school and of course different jobs. But we wanted to do that, kind of give it a test period. And so this year is the first year. June the 14th will be in Assumption, will be the first farmers market, and then June 28th will be the Moequa Farmers Market. So we're kind of going back and forth from June through September. And we hope that this will be a start. I mean, we kind of do a joint effort with our community lighting for our Christmas lighting in November. So we hope that this is a great start of a great partnership.
And it really allows you guys to really just kind of experiment, see what works and what doesn't, and then be able to build from there. Pretty cool.
You're exactly right. There's some times that we've tried different things within our own group that we thought, hey, this might be a good idea, and it's like we did it one year. It's like, okay, we need to vastly improve on it, and we've kind of done that with we have an Easter egg hunt coming up. We have an adult one coming up on the April the 12th. And then we also have the kids one on April the 18th. And so giving out some of the prizes, we thought, well, we'll try it this way, or we'll do it this way. And because like I said, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And you'll learn.
Well, tell us a little bit more about these Easter egg hunts that you have coming up.
Well, so we have a kids one, which we hold out at the middle school. And it's a flashlight Easter egg hunt for kids. So it's anybody that's basically from ages 6 all the way up to 18 to a senior. And you go out there. We just scatter the eggs all across over like where the track area is. And you just go out there and you just collect as many eggs as you can. And it's been a huge turnout. This year, the grand prize will be a swim pass to Shelbyville Pool over in Shelbyville. So it's for a family pass up to 4 people. And we give out other things. We give gift cards to Amazon, gift cards to local businesses. We give out cash. We're also looking at we give out puzzles and different games. It's just a fun time. Chips, candy, you name it. We like to give it away. And we do the same for the adult. We do that in conjunction with the Naughty Pine. Now that one it does cost $10 to participate in that one, and we're still kind of working out some of the different prizes. But I know we've got some gift cards to give out to that. We'll give out cash. We give out lottery tickets. So there's even been the Naughty Pine has donated beer tickets. So that's a little bit fun, and that can be from 18 all the way up to as long as you're able to walk. And then if you're a minor, between under 21, then we'll give you cash for the beer tokens.
That still works out pretty well.
Mm-hmm. So it does, and it's been a huge success. Last year, the grand prize that we gave away was some to the Devon Theater over in Decatur. We just gave out a pass to them, a family pass. So this year we're kind of looking at maybe some tickets to a Cardinals game. We're looking at the Devon again. We're just kind of not there yet.
And what were those dates for the Easter egg hunts again?
So for the kids, it'll be on April the 18th, and typically it's about sundown because we want it to where the kids are out there with their flashlights. And then this one on April the 12th, they'll be at 8 o'clock is when we'll have it at the Naughty Pine.
All right, sounds good. We've got a couple minutes left before our first break. We'll go ahead and touch on that farmers market one last time and kind of actually touch on it. Where is that going to take? I know it's different places, but where's that taking place at?
Yeah, it's going to be for Assumption. It's going to be taking place downtown, right there on Main Street on Chestnut, and then in Moweaqua, it's going to be in their downtown area as well, kind of a little bit there to the north of where their city hall is. Now they do have some construction going on during that time frame with the bank, but for Moweaqua, if it rains, it's actually going to be held out at the park. Is where it'll be. So we're anxious to try that out and kind of see how it goes.
Have you gotten an idea of like how many vendors you're going to have yet or anything like that?
No, I mean, we've had a vendor meeting and we've had good turnout, and there's a lot of vendors that's, they're willing to give us a try. It's only $5 to do one farmer's market. That's it. And you can come and sell whatever you want. So we definitely open it to everybody. You can sell your knickknacks. You've had people sell honey. We're looking for people to sell produce, really. So if you've got a ton of produce and you want to come and sell it, baked goods is great. Just make sure that you're licensed and you're up on everything with the health department. But we're looking for anything and everything, really.
Awesome. Love it. All right. And so we've got some great stuff coming up here in just a little bit, as well as we are talking to Derek Page with the Assumption Community Pride Organization, our sponsor for our morning show this morning, brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where we put people first. Talk about the Friends of the Library fundraiser coming up in just a little bit. We'll talk a little bit about some Christmas lighting and what Derek's thoughts on overall betterment of the community is in just a little bit. You are listening to WTIM, your information station. My name is Leroy Klamola. This is our first interview here this morning, as we'll be joining Grayson in just a little bit, talk to him a little bit about what's going on with the first responders over in Shelbyville. But right now, we take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have much more on the WTIM Morning Show.
Your information station, WTIM.
morning. Leroy Clamola here with you on this Monday morning. Glad to be with you here as we are getting things kicked off today. Our morning show brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where we put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. You always do better at Landmark. Two similar slogans that always throw me off. They put them together. It drives me nuts. Anyway, Derek Page joining us with the Assumption Community Pride Association. Derek, always good to have you on the show. Talk about some of the great stuff that you guys have going on. And I always joke, but in your neck of the woods.
Yeah, we always have something going on. and it's always, I always like it to say it's good stuff going on. Our like I said, we talked about the Easter egg hunts coming up. Well, we also have a fundraiser for the Friends of the Library. That is part of the Assumption Community Pride, and we fundraise for the library. And what we do with that is for the library, they've bought different things. They bought iPads. They bought different sets of furniture. And this time we have a chicken dinner coming up on Sunday, May 25th. It is right after we do our Veterans Memorial event. It's right there at 1905, so it's roughly going to be about maybe 12:15ish by the time they'll have it. The fried chicken sponsored from Save a Lot down at Pana. So you come in, I think it'd be roughly about just $10 is what it costs for a meal, and you come and enjoy, and that money goes then directly to Friends of the Library.
Yeah, with the internet being what it is, I think people sometimes forget about the library and just all the resources that it can provide, as far as not just books, but a hub for research and everything. So.
I absolutely agree. I use my library all the time, and I use it to get movies because, quite honestly, I have poor internet service. I haven't rolled over to fiber. So I go and I just order movies in and get it, since I miss Family Video here in town. But no, I use that, and then and there's still people that I don't take the newspaper, so I go in there and I'll read the Breeze Courier or the Golden Prairie, and it's a great place to hang out. The library has really expanded in Assumption. They do story time, they do bingo every Thursday. And then they also, they do different, book clubs that goes on. So it is a great thing. And that the government side of the board has really expanded out. Another thing with Assumption Community Pride, the library is actually getting donated to them an electronic sign. And Assumption Community Pride is actually paying for the electricity to get hooked up.
Cool.
So that's something that we are anxious to kind of see. It will promote, of course, library, but it also promote different city events that's going on in the community. So we're anxious to see that get installed later this spring, first part of the summer.
And a nice hub where everyone can see what's going on right there.
Exactly right.
All right. I've got my notes to talk a little bit with you about Christmas lighting.
Yes, Christmas lighting. So if you ever want to come out and start putting up Christmas lights, we usually start that around the first to second weekend in November. And we put up all the Christmas lights downtown in Assumption. And then on the Friday, right before Thanksgiving, so Black Friday, we put up, we basically when we light up the town. And it's just a great time. We got vendors. Bromwell Lodge goes and has a free soup supper for anybody involved. So you can also then on that Saturday go up to Mawequa and celebrate with them. They have their Christmas lighting, but we do ours. We kind of changed it to Friday. It's just been a wonderful time. Last year was kind of a little bit perfect. We were a little bit worried, but it was cold and had a little bit of snow in the air, and this ended up being a good time with everything. So you get your Christmas shopping started, right there at the beginning with Black Friday coming in the day with some free soup. We do some caroling there at the end of the day.
If somebody from Assumption wants to participate or help out with Assumption Community Pride, how can they get involved?
Well, you can get involved anyway. We have a Facebook page called Assumption Community Pride. We also, if you want to donate, anything, it is P.O. Box 52 in Assumption, Illinois, 62510. And, just reach out to me, reach out to our hub is kind of the First National Bank there in Assumption. You can also buy like old puzzles. We had puzzle competitions. anything that you kind of see that you need, reach out to myself. I'm on Facebook. You can go to City Hall and reach out to anybody, or just go to the library. It's another hub of ours, and just say, hey, I'd like to be involved. How? If you want to be a voting member, it is just $25. It's a due, and that gives you a voice in it. But then you can also volunteer. You don't have to pay anything. You can just go and help with, whether it's Christmas lighting, beautification, helping with retail, anything that you feel is better for the community. We will be more than happy to have you.
All right, Derek Page, we have 1 minute left, 1 minute to remain. Tell us your final thoughts on whatever you'd like our listeners to know about Assumption Community Pride.
Well, we are a great organization, and we are very community oriented. Our board is wonderful. We know what we feel that we have a good understanding of what the community wants, but we could always take in those ideas. But we are we want our downtown to thrive. We've got, a business for sale. We want that sold. We want our restaurant back. We also have a business that had sold, but it's kind of a little bit in limbo with our lumberyard. We want that to expand and keep open. We also got some buildings that, could use some help. We also have a subdivision that is ready to, it's shovel ready for you to come and build your forever home here in Assumption. So we've got a lot of great things going on. We're community oriented. We are community based, and we're here for everybody in Assumption.
Sounds good. Again, you can go visit Assumption Community Pride on their Facebook page, or just drive over to Assumption and just yell for Derek really, really loud.
That's exactly. People already do that. So.
And he'll be able to help you out. All right, that's going to do it for us for our first interview this morning. Again, I want to thank our sponsors, People's Bank and Trust and Landmark of Taylorville. Derek, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to talk to us this morning about some of the great stuff that you guys have coming up. And don't forget to head out to Assumption for the Easter egg hunts as well, whether it's for one of your kids or maybe even for yourself. We'll have much more of the morning show coming up in just a moment.